Mr. DJ, put a record on, I wanna dance with my baby. Hey Mr. DJ. Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raquelle Lynnette. If this is your first time ever seeing my face, on this page we do a lot of beauty reviews, beauty tutorials, lifestyle, travel, and I like to drop gems here and there. So if that's your vibe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Stay around a while, we got a lot of content coming up. As you can see by the title of today's video, I'm just going to be doing a full face of summer 2024's best, okay? And even though I haven't reviewed every single item by themselves, I have been keeping up with a lot of new stuff. You know, I still do get PR and things like that. So today I've just compiled some of the best that I have experienced this summer. For reference, just so you guys can know how these products are performing on my skin, I have a neutral undertone. I also have textured skin. I have larger pores in these areas due to St. Ives. The oatmeal scrub, I'm a millennial, I was a victim. What can you do? We didn't have the skincare routine. We didn't have Drunk Elephant back in the day. We had St. Ives scrub that was tearing our skin up and making our pores large. So I do have textured skin in this area. Occasionally, I will have a breakout. However, I have gotten my adult acne, hormonal acne under control. I do have some dark spots, but outside of that, I have pretty much normal skin these days. I just have these textured zones. So that is for reference. I don't have perfect normal skin. I don't have oily skin. This is what we're dealing with, and this is how these products play out. So if you're interested in seeing how they perform, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright y'all, so let's jump right into it. First things first, we're going to refresh our face with the Alo Instaglow face mist that contains black tea. Very hydrating and just wakes your skin up. Next, we're going to be using this Neutrogena. It's the Collagen Bake Moisturizer, and oh my gosh, for a drugstore moisturizer, oh my gosh, it is such a great moisturizer that sinks deep and gets you all the way together and plump, okay? Next, I'm going to be using this Kiehl's sunscreen that actually dries down very, very clear. Like, there's no purple fluorescence or anything. They definitely snapped. I've been using that all summer. Next, I'll be picking up this Glow Recipe Bouncy Eye Gel. I feel like this is for the day. It has caffeine in it that really wakes your eyes up. And it doesn't have the heavy stuff that you're going to use in the cream. So it just wakes your eyes up and gets your under eye ready to go for makeup. Next, I'll be using this Brow Code Brow Pencil, and I don't know if y'all know who Brow Code is, but I've done a few campaigns with them. It's like the name brand eyebrow product, okay? So, like, you know, you've got Coach, you got Sephora, not Sephora, you got, I would say, like, some things that are at Sephora are kind of just, you know, like a Coach bag, but Brow Code is like your Louis or Chanel. It is a luxuriously packed, friggin' brow product, and I love it. Packaging, everything, it just stays all day. It's like perfect, right? And then the tip is so fine that I can actually draw the hair like strokes for the front of my brow. And when I pair the Benefit tinted brow wax with this, it literally builds up to look like I have more brows than I actually have. I didn't think that I was going to like a tinted brow wax, but look at me now. Like, here we are, birds of a feather, right? As you can see, it's fluffed out and looks like I have more brow hair than I actually have. It truly is creating a fluffy brow that is not even there. So yeah, these two things are bomb. So after that, I'm going to be taking this Makeup by Mario Plumping Gloss Stick. I got on their PR list, and yeah, I don't know how, but I did. And these are really good. They help to plump your lips, and I always like to plump my lips before any kind of lip application. So next, this is the newest One Size Primer. I've always been a fan of One Size Primers because they always get it right. This is supposed to control oil and shine and blur. So I have larger pores in these areas is where I applied it. But this is such an intense mattifying, like oil slurping primer that I can't use it all over my face, which is where the matte primer from Benefit comes into play. The matte primer from Benefit, it's not like a moisturizer, but it's just more so of a smoother based primer that you can work around, and it's not so intense to where sometimes you're going to get patches like the One Size Primer. I would compare this new One Size Primer to Milk of Magnesia without, you know, actually the health
benefits of milk with magnesia, or the OG Becca Ever Matte Primer. I haven't experienced anything as intensely mattifying since the Becca Ever Matte, but the one size definitely is extremely matte. If you have larger pores, if you are oily, even if you are sweaty, you see that patch right there? There's just a dry patch. You have to be very careful with this product, which is why I can't put it all over my face. And when you do have that white patch, you need to take a makeup wipe or just a touch of water and get it off before you lay down your base products, because it's going to shine through. You wouldn't think it would, but it will. And I wasn't going anywhere, so I didn't care too much about taking it off. But I'm giving you a pro tip. If you use this and you see a white patch from the One Size Primer, take it off. Now I'll be using the Skin by Kim palette. This is more so of a late spring launch, but I love this palette. They really snapped with the formula. These shadows are so buttery. It's a perfect neutral palette. Perfect for travel. I've taken it all over the world. There's no shimmers in this palette. It is all matte. You can have warm tones or you can have cool tones. I kind of did a cool tone eye look this time because I just wanted to try something new. And next, I'm using this Prada foundation, which I do feel is severely underrated, okay? Like, why isn't anyone using this? Maybe you guys are a little bit intimidated about the price. I promise you it's worth it. I haven't reviewed any foundations that I want to review of the summer. There hasn't been that many foundation launches this summer, and the ones that are coming out haven't come out yet by the time I get this video out, so I haven't actually reviewed them to say if it's the best of the best. So I'm going to use this newly released Prada foundation because it needs some more shine. I absolutely love this. Now, it is a mattifying foundation, but it's not a super drying mattifying. It's not super flat. It's kind of like a demi matte, and I just used a little bit. In the summer, I still do like a full face of makeup, but I just don't put in the makeup as heavy. I just do a my neck, and then I'm going to be using this Tom Ford Contour Duo. This isn't new. It's not a new release, but it is new in my kit, and I've been using it all summer. I love the way that it buffs out, and it's not so much of a harsh like contour, but more so of like a shadow of color, as you see when it's blended out. It's just, it lays down the shadow for the contour, your powder contour, and it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it blends out beautifully. It is the perfect shade. It comes in beautiful packaging. It's perfect for travel. I've taken it all over the world, and a little bit of this goes a long way. I'm just carving out my nose contour shape with the brush. Now this is one of them ones. Danessa Myricks, in my opinion, is a magician, scientist, whatever you want to call it. She's always coming out with the best products, you guys. It's like she has to go above and beyond and just give us something that we didn't know we needed, right? So this is like a flex concealer. It's beautiful. So it's medium to full coverage, but like if you want to go full on this, oh, you can go full on it. What I wanted to show you guys is what it looks like built up with just one like layer. So I didn't want to speed up the clip. I'm just blending this out in real time. Do you see how beautiful that is? I do not have the smoothest, most even texture skin. I do have larger pores, but it's blending, okay? It's beautiful. I'm using the shade 11, and look at that. Like, it's just a beautiful freaking blend. Oh my gosh, it's like absolutely seamless. I just can't stress it enough. But for my liking, I like a little bit more of a more fuller coverage concealer, so I just built that up a little bit more underneath my eyes. But if you haven't tried it, if you haven't tried anything by Danessa Myricks, I don't know what you're doing. You're cheating yourself. Go try everything, actually. So now these are the Huda Beauty blushes that were released in, I would say, like late spring. But since I have never reviewed anything, well, I haven't reviewed anything in a long time, I wanted to bring these on here to show you. You see the sheen? This isn't just like a matte, flat blush that is liquid. It's like a beautiful sheen or something. I don't know. And they blend out beautifully. I could have built it up more, but I just wanted a very light blush. And this is the brand new Professional Power Powder by Benefit Cosmetics. Like, Benefit has been snapping. They have a new matte primer, they have a new powder, they have lip products. I'm like, okay. If you guys didn't know, I went to Benefit's Brow Search. That was my first brand trip ever. I love the company, support and full support of the company. And yeah, I do like this powder. It's very finely milled and it's a touch light. I would like to get a shade that's just a little bit darker because that's what I like to go for. But I mean, it still does work. It's not going to make you look ashy. It will work for everyone because it's essentially a translucent powder. Now, this is the Rare Beauty Press Powder that everybody's been going absolutely crazy about. I feel like it's a great powder, but like, why didn't she give me a powder puff to use with it? Why did we reinvent the wheel? Every single foundation pressed powder, if a compact, always comes with a sponge, but we didn't get one. I gotta pay $15 extra. And yeah, I'm gonna clock the T, Rare Beauty. I feel like that was a no-no. I don't know why you guys did that, because I could get a Dior pressed powder, or I could get a Chanel and it comes with a sponge for the same price because it's $30 for the powder plus another $15. I could get something luxury. So that's my small rant on that, but the product actually does work. So I'm using this Jean Vichet bronzer because it's beautiful. I've been using this ever since it's launched. I love this. If you haven't tried this, I would say try it. I like the Jean Vichet one because it's not a flat bronzer. It has a little bit of a reflex in it. It's a beautiful shade. And I mean, like, again, packaging is beautiful. I like this one better than the YSL one. That's just me. I feel like it just really outshined the YSL. So next, I'm going to be using, this is the Laura Mercier blush. And this isn't new by any means, but it just goes perfect with those two cream blushes that I put down from Huda Beauty. The shade is called Pomegranate. It's really pretty. It's like between a pinky berry color. It's really, really pretty. A little bit goes a long way. I didn't go too crazy. So next, this is the One Size Wicked highlighter from their Wicked collection. I'm a theater kid. I went to performing arts school. I love the arts. I love Broadway. Yeah, I had to support it, and it's really pretty. It's a champagne gold. It's a little bit lighter of a gold, but it still works, and it's very pigmented, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I put that little champagne pop on there. Now, what has been keeping my face on this summer is a combination of these two setting sprays. So I like to put this Charlotte Tilbury one just to melt the makeup down, like the powders and everything. And then I put the Benefit Professional on to lock everything in. And yeah, the makeup's not going anywhere. Nowhere. So next, this is a newer mascara that I tried that I got sent. Bobbi Brown's Smoky Eye Mascara. It's just like an everyday mascara. It's going to come off really easy. It's not going to give you any problems. It's really, really cutesy. It's very easy to come off. Some of these mascaras take forever. You have to use extra solution to take it off. But this one is just very cutesy. Gives you a nice little lift and comes off easy. So next, y'all, it was like the talk of the town. Fenty Beauty finally released their lip liners. Oh, baby, they snapped, okay? You gotta give 15 seconds after applying this to mix and blend and do what you want with it, because it's going to lock in place and not move. And the thing about this is that Fenty Beauty has always, like, come with a shade range. We have 3 different deep brown lip liners to work with. We barely get one with these other makeup brands. Barely. And we got 3 to work with. You see the first one that I put in? That one could have been just used as a regular lip liner. But no, I have another one that can go deeper, and it's a contour shade. So these 2 together is what I've been using to make a perfect palette. I love it. They stay in place. It's like waterproof. You can drink through them. Beautiful. Like, you got to pick up a shade for you guys. I'm serious. Not only did they come with the lip liners, they came with this gloss lipstick. Now, it's not as glossy as a YSL one, but it has a little bit, it's creamy, it's pretty, okay? It has a little bit of sheen to it, but for my liking, I needed more gloss. So this is the newer Huda Beauty lip gloss in Sugar Baby. Just put a little bit of that in the middle of my lip, and boom, bang, bam. Yeah, that is summer 2024's best that I experienced. Yeah, everything was really, really showing out. Everything stays in place. Everything works beautifully together. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you've tried any products, what you guys think, what you guys want to see coming up for fall. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this a thumbs up. I love you.